Hello, everybody.
Hello.
I believe we're on. Facebook and everything's coming on at different times, but I think we're on. Hello.
Oh, I see us right here. There we are.
How is everyone? Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
May 15th, right? 15th.
Yep. There's Jeff. Hey, Jeff.
Hey, Jeff.
What's up?
Let me move this chat over a little bit more this way. I moved the camera, so Derrol, you can go that way just a little bit more.
Okay.
Because I'm tethered by the desk here.
We had a 1 minute delay, Jeff, so we weren't sure if it worked. Hey, Pat.
Hi, Mom. Hey, Jeff. Cool. How are you today? I'm going to wait until a couple minutes to do our shout out.
Yes.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Actually, let's start right in with the alcohol today.
Here we go. Cory's having a beer. Do you need a bottle opener?
Yes.
Here you go.
Thank you.
I am sticking with the vodka and the banana mango.
He really likes that banana mango.
I like the mango part of it best. The banana's not overpowering, so it's okay.
Hold on, let me pause all this jazz.
Are you having a C&C and Coke, Pat?
Yeah, what are you drinking, Mom?
Jeff, are you libating today?
Oh, that makes me think. Hello, Zach.
What up?
I love that word, libations.
I do too.
Well,
Zach, are you drinking while you're doing your homework?
I just lost my bottle cap.
Don't lose that bottle.
It's all right. It's down there somewhere. Alrighty.
This is for Zach. Sorry, everybody else. Zach is my coworker, everyone, and every day when he walks into the office, we flip each other off.
That's a good. I like that.
Or just randomly during the day, we'll flip each other off. I was telling him today I miss flipping him off.
And let's say hi to Raven and Jason, who are watching in their living room. They just texted me.
Oh, hello, guys.
Howdy. Had a nice little chat with Raven today.
I was gonna burst in.
We don't get a chance to see each other, and
did you do FaceTime?
It was nice to FaceTime. Yeah.
Aw, I was gonna pop in and be like, "What's up?"
You coulda.
Raven, Jason, are you guys having a libation as well? That's the word of the day, libation.
I like libations. It's funny. I was just watching Deborah Scott. He found the emoji. Deborah Scott, who's a local chef, works for the Cohen groups. She was doing margarita, like a live stream for margarita stuff. It's kind of fun. Haven't seen her in a long time.
What is Pat having? Crown salted caramel?
Yes, that's one of her her drinks.
Goodness.
She likes to drink it.
Hey, Jeff.
Hey, Jeff. How are you? Good to see you on here.
Rum and Coke.
I miss you too. We gotta do a little FaceTime after this or something. I mean, you see me right now, but I can't see you.
Oh, there's Ross. Hey, Ross.
Nice. I wish I was in Palm Springs. I'm so jealous.
Ross, are you having a beverage as well? Are you having a Steely Reserve? What are you having, Jeff? Ooh, Palm Springs. That's nice.
I know. Hi, Susie.
Hi, Susie. Oh, I just saw Rodney come on too. Guys, we got a good show coming up.
Rodney. Hey, Rodney. Gosh, it is filling up here.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna.
Oh, there's Auntie. Hey, Auntie.
I can't even get a word in. Hi, Auntie. We're now Facebook friends.
Yay. She's also
Vodka OJ. Nice.
She's also following your photography page now too.
Oh, cool. I saw that.
Yeah.
I need to do more on that page, you guys. I've been.
Missed you too, Rodney.
Missed you too, Rodney.
And Susie, your dog picture that you sent me today was really cute.
I hope you've been.
Go.
Nope, you go.
I was just going to say thank you to everybody who sent me dog and cat pictures today, actually.
I was going to say, Rodney, I hope you're busy with something fun.
Hello, Auntie.
Hello, Auntie. So.
Oh, there's Raven. Hi, Raven.
Oh, Raven's actually on. Good. Chat with us, Raven. Yay. Chat online.
Raven, cheers.
Salud. Today I'm drinking Kua Bay. I'm probably saying that wrong. But it's the Kona Brewing Company's brand of beers, and it's a India Pale Ale. It's actually pretty good.
Wait, Rodney, are you pouring vodka into White Claw? Is that a thing?
No, I think, well, actually, that might be true because White Claw's got its own alcohol. Yes, I was. Leave it to Rodney.
Your YouTube is on TV, and I turned on my Facebook accidentally to comment. Yay!
Cool. Yeah,
Raven.
YouTube usually has a better picture because I can stream at a higher bit rate over to YouTube. So, and they take 1080, and Facebook maxes out at 720. So, I hope you're getting a better experience on the television.
Oh, hey, Dad.
Hey, hi, Dad. Good to see you on here.
Yay, lots of people on the show. Oh, there's Elizabeth.
Hi, Elizabeth.
Elizabeth is here.
White Claw is basically a mixer. Yeah, but it does have an alcohol content.
White Claw's like, it's like a fizzy...
No judgment.
Wine coolery. I don't even know what it is.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really care for them.
It's a seltzer.
But I would like to spike mine too.
Hi, Michael.
So
there's John too.
Hey, John.
Hey, John.
So you guys, I want to give a big old shout out to Elizabeth. We were supposed to have Elizabeth on the show today, and things kind of took a turn this morning. Hi, Elizabeth.
Hi, Elizabeth.
So I called her and asked her if she could postpone until tomorrow. And she was very gracious, and she's very excited to be on the show.
Yay!
Which really hurt my heart because I'm like, oh no, I don't want to disappoint you, Elizabeth. But we had something else that came up today that we wanted to talk about, and I thought that it might kind of take over the show, and I wasn't sure that, just wasn't sure. It didn't seem like a good mix having her on and then talking about, which is in the description, COVID-19 testing.
John is asking if YouTube is up. Is that working right now?
Yes, it says it is. There's 4 people on YouTube.
Okay.
And then
Hey,
14
Jess.
on Facebook.
Oh, it's storming there right now.
Ooh, big storm.
It's like drinking a vodka soda with a hint of lime. Yeah, that's true. That's a good representation.
I'm kind of bummed. In the very beginning, I had the graphic on, and we had everything else on, and I forgot to hit stream on the software. So you didn't get to hear which you were probably thankful for. You didn't get to hear the music rolling over and over.
Oh my God, you guys! I watched it the other day. It was 6 times. I'm sorry, I had no idea.
But that's part of it. That's like
6 times. Nobody wants.
That's
to hear
the
that
waiting
6
zone.
times.
Okay, well, I'm picking a new song soon.
Melissa.
In fact, I'm going to do that in the next couple of days. So if you guys have music that you... Okay, good. I'm glad that YouTube popped up. If you guys have music that you're interested in letting us use that is not copyrighted...
Or know somebody or something.
Or know somebody who does that wants their music used, let us know. Otherwise, I have a Soundstripe account that I'm just going to go on and find something new. But we need new music. So... that's coming soon too.
So the reason we didn't have Elizabeth on today is Cory has a story. Hi, Melissa. I'm glad you're on. I wanted you to tune in today to hear our fun information show.
I don't know if fun is the right word.
It's an informative show.
Yeah, it's been an interesting day. I'm going to wait a little bit more here, though, because... what time is it? 5:10? That's probably a good time.
Yes, it is.
It's probably a good time.
People here. We want to keep going.
All right, cool. A couple days ago... Ah, that's true, Mom. Thank you. Thanks for that lead.
There's Janine.
I will, actually. That's a perfect idea. My cousin, Jared, is a musician. I wish I had I wish I was prepared to talk about this. I'll look it up and I'll put his information somewhere here for you to go check him out. He's a fun artist in Ohio, and he sings and plays instruments, and he's really good. Thanks, Mom. So a couple days ago, well, I've wanted to do this for some time. As if you guys have been watching for any length of time over the last, I don't even know how many days, 50 something days since March 12th, I think 20th was our first episode.
Something like that.
March 19th or 20th. I have felt that I had the coronavirus at some point, mainly from an experience of being sick in mid-March, around the 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, somewhere in there. Actually was sick from like the 13th through the 16th. And you know, we don't know. And we're watching all this news and we don't know. And so, you know, all these numbers are popping up and, you know, the death rates are huge, but nobody's getting tested. And so I started thinking the other day, I'm like, well, I want to get tested and I want to know, I'm pretty sure I don't have it at this point because there's a few different tests that you can actually get. So I started doing some research about where I could get tested, how I could get tested, and
Hey, Kaya.
hi, Kaya. And I came across a link for the county testing, and they have it in different areas around San Diego. None of them are drive-up. The drive-ups got closed in April at some point. Don't know why, but I just read some articles that they were closed. So I made an appointment for Escondido because it was the only one within a few days. And then I wanted to go up to Escondido. I didn't want to go up to Escondido, but it was the closest one. Hi, Kaya. Oh, well, I'm glad that you're working. Thanks for watching us at work. I ended up canceling my appointment at like 2:30 in the morning. I'm laying in bed and I'm thinking, well, what am I going to do? Like, my car's not exactly in the best shape right now. There's like a problem. I didn't want to take that drive. And then as I'm canceling my appointment, I saw an appointment pop up at Grossmont College. So I thought, oh, that's perfect. It's right down the street. So at this point, I think I'm getting an antibody test. There are 3 different tests. I'm going to mess this up. An IgG test, which is antibodies. And then there's also like the swab test they put in your nose to tell if you actually have it now or within 10 days of symptoms. The other one's like IMG or IgM. And that's like, tells if you actually...
Hey, Stephanie.
Hi, Stephanie. It tells if you actually have like just begun to make antibodies. So I tell Derrol that I'm going.
Derrol was pissed about this.
Derrol was not happy with me. We exchanged a few words and I told him that basically I was going and I needed to know I was going to be safe. I wasn't going to a hospital. This is a room that they set up at a college that's not being used right now. And I mean, I have to trust that it was safe, right?
In my mind, because I always go to the worst possible scenario, he was going to a place that was going to be filled with people that were sick with it, getting tested to see if they were sick. And I was not excited that he was going to put himself in that area and then come back home.
And I understood that. But again...
Hey, Art. How are
hi,
your projects
Art.
going?
But I know also that I go to the grocery store every week and a half or 2 weeks, and that the risk there is just like crazy high.
The Derrol death look.
Yeah, totally.
Yep.
Oh, I got more than the death look, you guys. You know, go to the grocery store. I'm the one that goes. I'm exposing myself all the time, and I just have to trust that these, you know, people that are administering these tests are keeping clean, thoughtful environments to not get people sick. So I go to take this test at 8:30 in the morning on the 13th.
Yesterday?
No, yesterday was 14th. Yeah, so it was the 13th that I went. And so I get there. I actually have a little video. I'm just going to play it real quick because it kind of shows the environment, which I think is even more telling. Hold on.
It seemed like it was going well, Art. I saw your stuff this morning that you did. I like the cup.
So this is the area. I'm actually narrating, but it's nothing I can't say here. But that's like how many people were there. 2 security guards and that one guy walking out.
Was that the down? And
That's
one
the
is up?
down.
That's good.
And then, so this area.
Total car creeper.
And can please forgive I was weird about the camera. I didn't really want to pull it out. So I was kind of being discreet with it. And
yeah, it's like Blair Witch Project.
yeah, I know. So I'm sorry if I'm making y'all sick.
Testing by appointment only.
But then there was this one guy as I pan up right in front of me. And then I decided to kind of put the camera away.
Yeah, because they don't want
Yeah, I want to respect everybody. I don't want to be that guy with the camera not thinking.
I wondered how you were going to do 10 projects today, Art. I gave you credit for that you might do that, but I thought maybe 7 max. I was like, how's he going to do that? Art was trying to do 10 projects today, like 10 different projects.
Yeah.
He started out good. Car creeper, right, Elizabeth? So continue.
So I get inside. Long story short. I get inside to this one. Did you shake your head? Yes.
Yeah.
We have an hour to fill here. I get inside and I'm the only person in there, and I start to go through the questionnaire, like, because they want your number and everything. It's not an anonymous test, by the way. And then I start seeing the swab come out, and I'm thinking, well, I'm here for the antibody test. Maybe I need to tell them I'm here for the antibody test, which is a blood test. So I say that, and both were on the form that I had to fill out online. But I missed a little disclaimer up at the top that says this is not the antibody test. So anyway, I ended up getting the swab test. I wasn't going to do it. I didn't want to take a test away from somebody else, but she encouraged me to do it. She's like, you're here. You may as well just do it.
So the swab test tells if you have it now.
Right.
The blood one
active
is if you have antibodies.
Right.
Which means you had it and you have now fought it off.
Hi, Retta. And so I go through the swab testing. I leave. It literally, by the time I left home and got back, it was what?
It was quick. An hour?
Not even. I would say like 35 minutes.
Yeah.
So that was kind of a bust. I was excited to see that I don't have it, which I kind of felt like I don't currently have it. But then I started looking up antibody tests, and I couldn't find a free one out there. They just don't make them. In this area, at least. So I ended up finding a lab that's like a private lab, and they were $160 something.
Cheers, Retta. What are you drinking?
Squeeze it in.
Yeah.
Ended up getting a little discount code and got it down to like $150, $153. And they took me in the next day, and I had my results this morning. Can I just tell you though, the lady who took my test, I walk in and she's like, oh, let me sign in for you. So she changes her gloves. She goes over to the iPad, which you have to scan like a QR code. And she starts, signing me in. I scan the QR code. And then she takes me back and starts getting all my stuff out for my blood test with the same gloves that she was touching the iPad with.
Of course. People don't think.
So I looked at her and I said, like, hey, not judging what you're doing here, but did you change your gloves between touching the iPad that everyone else is touching and grabbing all my stuff? And she kind of looked up at me and she's like, no, but I can.
Oh my God.
I thought, well, it's too late now. You already touched all the things that you're planning sticking in my arm.
I mean, people change their gloves at Subway and they hate me for it.
Well, she had it wasn't open yet. But anyway, that's just an anecdotal thing. Anyway, got the blood test, got my test back this morning, and I tested positive for COVID-19 antibodies.
Which means he had it, everybody.
I had it, and we've been quarantining as we should have. So during the time I was probably most contagious, I was here with Derrol. So I'm pretty sure Derrol's probably got antibodies from being exposed as well.
What the H?
What was
when you were sick, I was like, you have had to have had it because you were very sick.
When I was sick in March, it was definitely different.
And it was right when all this stuff started to go down.
Right when. I had night sweats at least 3 nights in a row that were so bad that I saturated my sheets.
Right.
saturated my sheets. I had night chills. Like I remember laying down and I was shaking uncontrollably. I couldn't stop. But it was really short lived. It was like 2 solid days of that stuff and just no energy. And like 1 day of recovery feeling.
Did you say you couldn't taste your food too?
Oh, and then I couldn't taste my food. I could smell from what I remember, like, but I made dinner like one night, and I remember telling Derrol, like,
Hey,
I can't taste this. I'm sure this is delicious, but I can't taste it at all.
I didn't get sick, John. I actually am pretty good when it comes to getting sick. I don't really get sick that often. Now, hungover is a different story. But I feel like I don't get sick as much as the typical person. I do ingest a lot of apple cider vinegar, though. Hold on.
And I traced back like all the places I could have been within 14 days, so I have a good idea of if I got sick from that at that time, where I could have been sick from. But it's like one of those things. I could have touched a doorknob somewhere. Doesn't mean I had to have been around a person or several people. I could have got it walking down the street and somebody, within 6 or 8 feet of me, 15, 20 feet of me had it and I got exposed. Mm-hmm. That's the way it happens with all of us, right? That's why we're supposed to wear our masks everywhere.
John's comment here isn't popping up there. I wonder why.
Maybe it's just taking a minute.
It's been minutes. Oh, see, his never came up, but Art's did.
No, I don't know. What did John say?
Auntie said, did you have temperatures and vomiting?
I did not have temperatures and I did not vomit. And I didn't have diarrhea either, which keeps getting asked of me. It literally was just those things I mentioned. The lack of taste, night chills, night sweats, kind of like a weird shaking, like my body was buzzing, really weirdness. I wrote all this down when it happened because I felt it was weird. And then we got quarantined days later.
Yep.
So
Art said he had a bit of mesmerized short breath sleep. I figured that was it.
My chest did. I don't remember this, but I did write that my chest felt tight.
Were you writing like a last will and testament or something?
No, it was one of those things like
you just said it like, I don't remember what I wrote, but I wrote something.
Well, I don't remember having all that, but I did write it. I had the foresight to write it down because I felt weird.
Yeah.
It didn't feel right. What did he say?
He had asked if I got sick.
Diet.
Oh yeah. Oh. I restarted to see if my chats come up. Still don't see him coming up.
Let me check YouTube, maybe.
Well, he's on Facebook.
Well, I know, but I'm just thinking our other chat's not popping up.
John said he had the same thing in January.
So that's the other thing. I know many people who were sick, including myself.
Really sick.
Really sick in mid to late January, early February. So I don't know if that was the exposure, because there were several of my friends who were very, very sick that I was around. And, many people were sick during that time. Mm-hmm. So until more people get tested, we won't know.
Retta asked about the dry cough. A lot of people around me have had dry coughs too for a long time.
I had a really bad dry cough during the January, February sickness. The one in March, nothing.
You see Elizabeth's comment right here.
Does it feel like a relief to finally know? Oh my gosh, I'm still processing it. Like Derrol and I talked about it a little bit today, but we knew we were talking about it here, so I think we kind of saved a lot of it.
You see what Melissa says before it goes away? This is why.
Just start reading them. I
Cory,
can't keep up and talk.
Cory, some of those are the symptoms of COVID. Exact questions I screen our patients for daily. Melissa works in the doctor's office.
Thanks, Melissa. Mm-hmm. Well, Melissa, maybe you can help with this. Like, I read different things all the time, and the temperature thing keeps coming up, and vomiting keeps coming up, and
as vomit does.
But it just seems like the symptoms are so all over the map, kind of, and the ones that people are really looking for, I didn't experience. I didn't have a temperature. I think Derrol even took my temperature during the March time.
Yeah, we have one of those temperature things I use on my fish tanks. I did it on his head.
Well, I don't know how accurate that actually was.
It's pretty accurate.
But they're usually pretty accurate.
Yeah.
But no, I didn't have the typical symptoms.
This was back in March, Retta.
Yeah, I'm fine now.
Retta logged on a little bit late.
So to catch everyone up, I took 2 tests. I took the antibodies, could have had it, and I took the current. Oh, excuse me. I took the current test.
Did you flip them off?
I just flipped everybody off.
Zach, that was for you.
to see if I currently have an active infection, and I do not have an active infection.
So he had it, but his body
had it at
off.
some point. Now trying to figure out when, which may be fruitless and a waste of time. That's vomit does. Of course.
I always get him, Art. Yes, the symptoms are all over the map. Could be a few. Yeah, thank God it wasn't like a breathing thing where you were like short of breath.
Right.
If you had been like gasping for air, I probably would have fucking.
Well, if I would have had pneumonia, we would have been at the hospital.
I would have, yeah. I would have panicked.
And I certainly didn't have COVID toes.
COVID toes? Is that a thing?
Apparently, COVID toes is a thing.
You
get like
or something?
You get like red splotchy sores on your feet.
Oh. I don't think you did. Did you take any meds?
I did take over-the-counter meds. We have
Sudafed?
No. 2 different kinds of like decongestants, and I remember thinking, because this was in the news, I remember thinking, like laying there thinking, I'm gonna beat this.
There's
like,
John. I can see.
Hey, John, testing. 1, 2, 3. I remember thinking I'm gonna do something about my lungs now, and I took one night I took a decongestant that's supposed to like an expectorant, not an expectorant, the other one first, the one that's supposed to dry, and then I took an expectorant the next night, and then I didn't take anything else because I started to feel better. So I don't know if that even helped or whatever, but I was kind of laying there thinking I got to do something. I can't just lay here and sweat myself to death.
That was your major symptom, right? Like the sweating. Like
the sweating was what stood out to me.
Like
that was weird. I don't sweat. I don't even sweat after I exercise, much less lay in bed and just like
he doesn't,
saturate my sheets.
Yeah.
So there you go.
So yes, crazy.
Really, John? Are you? How do you feel about that? What are your thoughts? Do you want to make a prediction? On live TV?
Yes, me too.
Thanks, Auntie.
I was
now
worried that it was close.
Now we are. I don't know if Derrol wants to know, but that would be the next step. Is I became a statistic, you guys. I had to fill out a form that goes to the state to be with my name on it. It's not an anonymous form. I just kept. Oh. I'm the first person I know too.
I was like freaking out when it was in my grandmother's nursing home. Little did I know that it was here. Ha, Pat. Get him, Pat.
What was I going to say? I was going to say something before. Shoot, I lost it. It'll come back in a minute.
So sorry, Elizabeth, that you got bumped for the...
Yeah, sorry, Elizabeth, but it was just too weird to like pretend that this didn't just happen and then try to talk to you, and I hope you understand.
Melissa, do you do the test, or do you question people to do it? Melissa was saying, do tell about your experience of the test.
I'll tell about. I kind of did, but I'll say it again. Janine, no, they did not ask me for ID, and it was actually on my paperwork that they were not. I don't remember how it was worded, but the lab said that basically if you're asked for ID, show them this form that this is your ID, that you do not have to physically show a government ID. So true.
You could have faked
it. Well, what's the point? I remember what I was going to say. It kind of made me feel like, I don't know.
Hey, Angela.
Hi, Angela. I don't know how familiar you all are or people you may have known or what you remember from like when HIV was first around. But there was such a stigma around being HIV positive. And thankfully, through all of life, Derrol and I have remained negative. that it became a thing where people were losing their jobs and people were not accepted into groups, losing their friends, losing family members. Like, that crossed my mind at one point. Like, is that what this is going to turn out to be?
Like, you're now marked as having the coronavirus and you're going to be blacklisted or whatever.
But I think
Derrol.
Hey, Gerald. But I think it might actually be the opposite because, you know, I've heard that people want people's blood to create,
right, if you have
like,
antibodies,
to get the antibodies from. And so I might actually be like a pot of gold.
That's what Pat just said right there. You can give antibodies now if you want. Well, that was the first thing my dad asked was, are you going to give blood now?
And I can give blood.
No, talk about that.
No, I think it's important to talk about. As a game, it's okay. As a gay man, I'm not allowed to give blood if I'm sexually active. But I have not been sexually active, so I could probably give blood. Or have tattoos. That's the other thing. If you've had tattoos within, I think it's 3 months. I don't remember the date frame.
Yeah.
The sexually active is a year. So I've never been able to give blood, although I really don't have sex that much.
Anyway, how do we get talking
It's
about
truth.
this? Let's get back to PG.
It's PG. Don't be shameful. Sex is a real thing.
Great.
Uh,
You can sell your blood, John says.
right?
$15K for a vial, Elizabeth says.
No. I would do it for the greater good, for sure, but that's why I'm talking about this, actually.
Your body is gold.
Aw. Thanks, Auntie.
I'm a prude.
Yeah. So I'm still processing.
Yeah, that's crazy. We both kind of been not knowing what to do with that information today because you all of a sudden like try to think of all the people that we've been saw during that time. Or hey, Anthony.
Yes, Anthony, thank you. No shame. No shame. We can't have it. Although sex scares the shit out of me.
Okay. Blood bag like Mad Max. Oh my god.
God, yeah, I don't even think about the future with that
Speaking
stuff.
of blood,
Derrol has blood work behind us.
I'm showing off my artwork today, you guys. Going out on a limb, showing you guys my weird stuff. Oh, ha!
You're full of puns today, aren't you?
I am. It's called Back to Nature back here, but we'll go over that in a moment.
So, what did Melissa ask?
Melissa had asked about the testing experience.
Actually, I have to say, like, kind of, I don't know what the words are. I was expecting it to be horrible, and it wasn't bad. And in fact, it was easy. Even the blood draw was really easy, and there was nobody in the waiting room at either place. It was super in and out. I didn't have to run into a bunch of people. The most people I ran into was going into the center yesterday, which I didn't tell you that I was going yesterday, but that was the antibody test. It was actually just yesterday. I got my test results back this morning, which is crazy.
Hours, right?
Well, they said 3 days, but I like right as I walked in, there was like 6 or 8 people waiting for elevators and stuff, all masked, and I just blew past them, like held my breath.
So we are a prime example of not knowing that we were carrying it, but we could have been carrying it, and because we quarantined ourselves like we were supposed to, we kept it within our house pretty much.
Well, there was one exposure point where we first went and got groceries during when this all started.
The 14th.
And so I very well could have infected somebody else during that point.
But at that point, we were being very cautious.
No, I was definitely, we had not sanitizer, but we were finding ways to sanitize. We didn't wear masks that day.
Nope.
But it was also new. I mean, it was the 14th.
Right? Do we have gloves on?
No gloves. No. We were just praying that we could get in and out of there as quickly as we could.
That's really why I only grabbed 6 cans of sardines, because I know nobody touches those.
Nobody wanted the sardines.
See, I would have been fine with the swab because I can handle that. But once I saw that needle, I would have gotten real squeamish. I hate needles.
Yeah, John, I was totally thinking that swab was going to be the most uncomfortable thing ever. And I won't talk about this test, but there are other tests I've had that included swabs, and those were very uncomfortable.
Thank you. Everybody can Google that later.
This was not that bad. It just tickled a little bit with a slight bit of pressure. So yes, I agree with you there.
Do you not sometimes clean your nose out with Q-tips?
No, this Q-tip is this
Oh, I know
long,
what they
and
are.
it goes all the way back into your nasal cavity.
Auntie, I still eat sardines because of Nan. Remember when she would have us have sardines on saltines? Oh. Sardines on saltines.
So proud of yourself. So proud of yourself. So I guess the moral of my story today is
WTF.
the more we know.
The more we know.
If you are even thinking that you had it, I think it's important to go get tested. I think it sucks that it costs money. But
see, that's why I'm not doing it, because I kind of by proxy figure that I must have been exposed or carried it but did not get sick because, you know, we're this close to each other all the time.
and I cook for
And
him.
I also don't want to spend $150.
We use the same bathroom.
Right. We use our fingers to clean out nose.
What was I gonna say? Losing thoughts here today. My mind's pretty full.
Is it? We had the Thunderbirds fly over today, guys.
True. And Derrol was very patient and waited as they came back around, and I went inside. Probably could have grabbed a better photo than I did.
You hear that, everybody? I was patient.
He was patient.
I have one picture that somebody took in North Park today of it. I'll show that really quick.
Yeah, I'll move.
I totally said I was going to remember what his name is.
Yeah, you need to give him a shout out if you can.
But I don't remember his name.
It's a fantastic photo.
I feel like it was like John Barry or something. But there they are. That was kind of like...
It totally looks like an iPhone photo.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
But I mean, what a great shot.
Right? Water Tower in North Park.
Yeah.
That's kind of over near my work. And I mean, they were really close over Anna's house.
My shot wasn't that great, and I didn't even take time to download it because I was like, meh. I was kind of late to the game.
You know, sometimes you got to use a Q-tip.
Hey, I use Q-tips far more than I should. I love cleaning my ears.
I see those ads where it's like you just shove the wax further into your ears, but it's like a truckload of wax. I'm like, well, if you got that much wax in your ears.
I have a method. I use very hot water in the shower and spray it in my ears first. So hopefully most of that would come out during that time. And then I just really use the Q-tip just to dry them out.
We're all over the place today.
No, we're not. We're right on point with Q-tips.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's been an interesting day of processing stuff.
If anybody wants the name of the company I used. Oh, the other thing I wanted to mention is I got tons of information after the test about being positive, what that means, how about false positives are an occurrence that could be, and in fact, they don't guarantee the results of the test. So I very well could not have had it, as well as the positive test showing. It is not FDA approved yet. It's only approved because of an emergency. I should probably have had this stuff out. There was an emergency ordinance that went out that allowed the test to go through for them to use the test. So it is not officially FDA certified or approved. So there's lots of unknowns still. But I'm trusting because of my gut and the test.
But I would not survive without Q-tips after a shower.
Yeah, me too.
Cory's very specific on his Q-tips as well.
Well, I
bought some dollar store Q-tips and they were not approved.
You totally bought dollar store Q-tips and they were like barely any cotton on the end.
Listen, I'm all about thrifting. Just don't jam them in so far.
Those are for crafts.
Crafting Q-tips.
Those are crafting Q-tips.
Those are emergency Q-tips. only. But of course I bought 2 packages of them, so, you know.
So yeah, I spent the day calling people and that I've been around. And I don't know if I feel like that's a responsible thing to do. I don't know what good it's going to do.
I mean, it's highly possible that I also was at work. Right?
Highly possible.
I think I was.
And it's highly possible that you and others have been around many other people. Because really
I wonder what the ratio is of people that actually get it and get sick compared to the ratio of the people that they're just the carriers and don't. Right?
Right. Like I was sick enough to know something was up, but I wasn't sick enough to think that I had something super serious.
Well, I think at that time too, we didn't think it was that serious. I mean, at that time, people were kind of joking about it being like the beer disease, you know, like doing memes about beer and stuff. And then all of a sudden, like on the 13th, it became really serious.
We finished a series. I'm watching Hugs.
Good night, Auntie.
Good night, Auntie.
Yeah, I've definitely hurt myself with those cheap ones too, Ross. When I forget, I'm like, ah!
I'm totally bummed that the graphic didn't show up in the beginning.
You guys, I didn't see the graphic before it played today.
I have to play it right now. Can I play it right now?
Sure. All right, guys, this is what you missed earlier.
So I was
Hey, Kelly.
Hi. We're not leaving.
We're not leaving, Cory.
This is not an outro.
An outro.
But I just have to show it real quick because I thought it was kind of clickbait. Haha.
I was like, really?
Yeah. I'm not a true YouTuber, but I can do some clickbait.
Clickbait. So do we want to freak everybody out with my art now?
Yes, let's freak everybody out with your art.
Okay. So you guys know I do some weird art. Kelly Wasser, actually, that just joined. Oh, there's the crow.
There's the crow.
Hey, crow. Kelly Wasser actually gave me some doll parts recently. That's what I made when I did the succulents with the legs.
Right.
I think those were ones that Kelly Wasser gave me.
Do you have it ready?
No, because you're gonna play my little thing. You know.
You can still.
Oh well, I
you
can
could
still
still
get
have
ready.
it ready.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I was still talking about it. Where'd it go?
Okay, here we go. You better be ready.
They went away.
And
I bought this for $2, and I can sell it for $50, unless I decide to keep it, which I probably will. Okay, so I do some weird art. You guys know that. This one is kind of weird, but it's not as like murdery as some of my other ones are.
Be proud of your art.
I am. I like my stuff, but I don't show them to many people because unless they know me for a while, I want them to know that I'm not crazy. But this is called Back to Nature. It's a 2-piece situation. She's freed herself from her body. It all started with this stick, actually, the middle stick there. I saw it like a person running. So she has freed herself from her body with this here razor blade. And that's her body. That's it.
That's it?
Yep. So, yeah, there's some of my...
One of the many.
That one is like a
doll arts.
That one is like a because I do murder scenes because I watch a lot of First 48, so I have some shadow boxes of, but see, nobody killed her. She took it upon herself, so it's self-inflicted. But like I have some shadow boxes of various scenes that I have seen.
Oh God, you're on a roll today.
And I've only had this one drink, everybody. What are you doing? It's slow. Quick clicking. Shh. Thank you, Elizabeth. All my stuff has stories. It's all actually, well, most of it is all interconnected with a story of a guy.
I was just going to say, like, I think it's all more effective once you see them all together.
Yes. Well, she's not actually part of the series. She's one aside from herself. But the other one is series.
And Derrol, excuse me for just a minute.
Oh my goodness. So yeah, I decided I would share with you guys today that one. And I have another one that I've been working on, but I can't show you guys right now because Cory has just left me all alone. So I can't show that to you guys right now. Looks like nature got fed up with us destroying the rainforest and got revenge. Right? I totally feel like this is me because I always want to get back to nature. I've actually thought about doing that, Jeff. Oh my God. Jess. And I actually am writing something that goes along with the whole story because I feel like when I actually do show it in an art showing, the whole series, I need an explanation to go along with it. So, actually, Zach, this one does. Wait, hold on. No, this one I didn't use my blood in. Some of the other ones I may have. Oh, really? I haven't seen Michaela's art, Dad. I'll have to see if we can, if I can see that somehow. Yeah, for some reason I tend to make some darker art. I'll show you stuff, John. It takes me a while to show people because, you know, if somebody just walks in off the street and sees this, they're going to be like, you got to keep an eye on this guy. I'm really nice and friendly. It's just, you know, I've actually thought about doing a stop motion thing too, Ross. There's actually some of my series I've taken pictures of the process while it's happened. So like some of the scenes were photographed as it happened. So it's kind of like a whole collection of stuff that you had to see. Yeah, because most of my stuff does, Elizabeth. And Gary, hey. I will show my art, Retta. I'm getting a little bit more comfortable showing it to people, especially with, I think a lot more people are coming out with showing their darker art. Like years ago, I felt like I could never show anybody because you never saw any art that was like kind of darker like this. Oh, thank you, Raven. So it's weird for me to show it. Finally, you're back.
Finally?
Yes, you were gone for 3 hours. Here, I wanted to show this picture
Gone
too.
for like a minute.
Here, I want to show
what
this
am I
picture
doing?
too.
What am I doing?
Showing this picture too. This is the one I've been working on for a couple days. It's going to be a planter.
I actually don't mind this one. Derrol asked if
There's no blood on it.
Well, that's partially why. Derrol asked if he should put a plant in it in a selling mode. Should he put a plant in it or should he sell it without a plant in the head? What do you guys think?
Here's why I struggle with that idea, because I'm concerned for the plant. And there's not a whole lot of plants that can really grow into a head like that and stay fitted. What?
Did you take a picture of the top?
No, it's just a small opening. It's probably like a 2-inch hole opening. I was going to put a spider plant in it, but eventually, you know, it would get cramped. Thank you, Elizabeth. I definitely... Cory's really the head is open, Jess. But I don't want to put something that's going to outgrow it, you know, so people have to like transplant it or anything. Cory gave me the idea of an air plant, and I like that idea. So if somebody does kill the air plant too, they can, replace it. See, yep. Dad, my dad says air plant.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yep. Yeah, I'm thinking that's what I might do.
Yeah, I think air plant is the way to go.
And that way, if somebody,
and it's kind of cool hair.
If somebody wants to buy it too, they can take the air plant out and put like pencils in it or something,
Yep, air plant again.
Yeah. Yep, I'll do the air plant. And then I don't want to glue it in there either because I always feel like that hurts the air plant. So I'll just kind of stick it in the
interchangeable.
Part. Yeah. And then it should be watertight because I used the top of the Pringles cans that I was saving to seal the bottom. Oh, actually, speaking of that, thank you, Retta. Since it freaked you guys out so much, I was giving my spider doll babies that I made. I thought about cactus too, John. I was giving them a bath today because they looked dry. So they were like...
I go to get in the shower and I have to stop and ask Derrol if he can remove the babies from the tub.
And there was like all brown water in there because I put like super mulchy soil along the bottom of the babies and then some...
Oh, Janine, there's our tub.
Janine, there's the tub. Right now they're all laying on our front step, so if we have any Amazon packages come in, they're gonna walk up and be like, what the
Actually,
heck?
we are expecting an Amazon package.
Oh, fun.
Like a chia pet.
Well, what's cool about these is the roots do grow through them eventually. I have an agave out there that the agave actually grew through the baby. So I want to find like a cool, like bonsai plate kind of and put them on there and then put some dirt down so they could be taking a dirt nap.
That's all right, Jess. You were affirming him.
Yeah, I kind of did it because I wanted Cory to walk in there and be like, what the heck?
I'm like, I need to take a shower. There's weird little doll babies in the tub.
You got to keep those baby dolls. Yeah, you could turn it. You got to keep those baby dolls, spider plant babies, wet when you first plant them.
Yeah, the doll face is actually really cute. He works really hard on that. It's been like, what, 4 days, 5 days?
Yeah, because I like this right here has dirt on it, but it's all like if you touch it, the dirt will kind of fall off. It's kind of sealed in there, but it's not like super sealed. So I put the moss on there and the dirt, and then I shellacked it a couple times. I put a fern in the top. Give her a nice Karen haircut. It would be cool, the spider plant, but it would only be able to stay in there for a short amount of time, and then you'd have to replant it, and I don't want a plant to get uncomfortable. Oh no, Kaya.
Oh no.
Oh no, Kaya.
You can watch it later.
And I don't know if you can tell Janine, but she kind of has a wonky eye. It's kind of like looking off the other way.
Should I go get an air plant from my mom?
Huh?
I want to go get an air plant to show my mom.
Where do you have an air plant?
The one that's by the front door?
It's not alive. Oh. It croaked.
I thought it was alive. I just saw it. Maybe we're going to talk about the same one. Well, Mom, air plants, they don't really have a root system that goes into soil. It is a root system, but they take moisture from the air.
It kind of looks like a spider plant, but with no roots or anything.
Yeah, a little fuzzy too. They're really cool looking.
I have one that's like a giant basketball size.
We have a huge one.
I've had that sucker for like 15.
It is kind of half died and then come back like 6 times as strong, and then it's pretty big.
I've had that for like 15 years.
That big.
Yep.
Hanging in the tree out front.
Plastic head needs plastic plants. It's porcelain, actually, Elizabeth.
What would be really cool is if you could figure out how to get a little staghorn on it and then have that staghorn grow out like hair growing over.
Well, Jess just said a mannequin head. I have those foam heads, and I've been wanting to plant something in the top of one of those, like a fern. And then I also have full...
That was for Elizabeth.
Oh, now you made the chat go away.
Oh, son of a boo. So I will work on that this weekend. Getting all these reconnected.
I have 2 full body mannequins, Jess. I've been the male has like a half cut off head, and I've been wanting to just stick a fern on top of his head. Shit, that made me jump. Gary said, "Your music, Cory."
Sorry. Do you have headphones on? So that tells me I need to turn down the volume on that a little bit. I think you're retyping your thing from before, Mom. If you want to know what an air plant is, I'll show you one after the show.
Yeah.
I can go take a picture of it. Maybe I'll take a picture of the one out front.
You've already left one time. Let's just stay in the seat for the people.
Sorry, Gary.
You got to warn people when you're going to play that sort of thing. It's like in Lady Gaga has Alejandro, that song, but if you watch the video when you're listening to the, how sometimes I will do the dishes with the video on, there's a motorcycle rev in it. Scares the bejesus out of me every time.
Or that other song, what's her name? You've been listening to her.
Billie Eilish.
Billie Eilish.
Eilish. Is her name?
Yeah,
when she takes the retainer out.
Ugh.
That's
or the
worst.
hell one, like all the sounds before that. Is that the one?
Oh yeah, when the angel falls out of the sky and falls into like the tar, and it's like.
No, it's horrible.
That's the worst.
Even I get bothered by that, and I
Worst.
don't usually get bothered by.
Yeah, see?
Sounds.
I feel like all the time. See, Kendra? I told you we talk about it in every episode.
What a day.
Yeah. Crazy.
So how are you feeling?
I mean, I've always operated with the fact that I felt like you had it anyway. So, I mean, I don't really feel different. I'm glad that you know. I'm glad that we know, like, because it makes me feel like I may have carried it, may have antibodies, and may be fine if I go out into the world.
And we are still going to adapt and keep the same
masks on and
regimen that we've had.
regimen. We haven't, Ross. But Cory mentioned it.
I've mentioned it and I've wanted to watch it. I'm glad that you're saying it's so good because it looks amazing and I can't wait to watch it, and I might actually start it tonight. No, I have things to do.
You do have.
I can't watch TV. I have like 3 projects I have to get done. Stop getting me to watch TV, Ross.
Yeah, stop it, Ross. Where's Kurt?
It's on the ticker. I need to get it in the ticker here.
This is your ticker, isn't it?
I love Billie too.
Yeah.
Although
Everything I Wanted, that's a good song.
there's been like 3 songs that I've heard from you recently because I'm not super familiar with her. They are kind of annoying.
Ocean
I'm like,
Eyes.
I don't know. That's one of her early ones. That's one of the first ones.
I'm just new
and I've
to
heard
this.
that one.
Yeah, I'm new to this one and Everything I Wanted.
Have you guys seen the Billie Eilish or any of the car karaoke things with James Corden? That was a good one.
Oh, I haven't.
The Billie Eilish one was good. The Justin Bieber one was good.
Raven said she watched it.
Oh, it was funny, huh?
I do like that I can point to so you can see them now. Yeah, I definitely have a problem with binge watching, so if it's good, I'll probably just blow right through it in one night.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one, I can tell. I like the premise, and I've actually thought about that exact premise. I mean, from what I've got from the commercials, I haven't seen it, but I've concepted that in my head, like for a screenplay or
Concepted, I like that.
Or something. So I'm glad to see somebody did it.
Yeah, she's good. I love her music. The first one I ever heard was the is that Bad?
What?
Bad Girls? Bad Girls Go to Hell?
Bad Girls.
That's the falling out of the sky one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the first one I heard on my way to work, and I was like, who is this? I need to look this up when I get to
I
work.
remember you came in my room and you like made me stop everything I
did.
was doing
I did.
to make me put it on the computer and watch it. And I was like, when you're forced to do something, it's never
You're like, no.
never quite as enjoyable.
I'm not gonna do it.
But I did enjoy it. I was like, okay, this is cool.
Yes. Oh, I gotta watch some.
The Bruno Mars one. I haven't seen that one, but I'll watch it.
I need to watch more of the car karaoke.
Oh my gosh.
I've only seen a few.
They're so good. The Adele one was super good. Like, the Whitney Houston one was hilarious. No, wait. I said Whitney Houston.
I was like,
I didn't. I didn't mean Whitney Houston. Why can't I think of her name?
Oh my god!
I can't think of her name because Whitney's all I see.
Oh my god!
Oh geez, Louise.
I don't know who you're thinking of, so I can't help you right now.
Yeah, I just flubbed.
I was doing that math in my head. I was like, wait a minute.
Hold on. Gosh darn it, who is it? I'll have to look it up.
Hey James, Oh, James is here. James has missed everything today, Cory.
Hi, James. Here, I'll look it up here so I don't slow everything down.
I think we need to do a little update for James. Here, I'm going to tell the short version of it.
Oh, Mariah Carey.
Mariah Carey did
Nowhere
that?
close to Whitney Houston.
What
And
the
I'm
heck?
so sorry, Whitney.
Oh my God. You want to do a quick recap for James, or do you want me to do it for you?
You do it.
James just joined.
You do it.
James. So Cory decided that he was going to go for the COVID testing. He got the swab one to see if he currently has it, and he also got the blood test to see if he carried the antibodies for it, which means he had it but got over it. Turns out he has the antibodies for it, which means he was sick with COVID when this all started.
Yeah, get closer to your microphone.
Sorry.
That was an announcement, James. If you have questions, I'm here.
Has been Red Bull soapbox racing. Oh, I gotta watch that.
I
yes.
know, Rodney. I'm so sorry. That was bad.
Right?
I need to be flogged.
And I mean, how was I even going to help you with that? That wasn't even close.
Oh, Gary didn't know either because Gary was not here.
Oh, that's right, Gary. Yes, Cory. Yes, I'm very glad he. Right, Jess? Shame on him.
Yeah, Billy had the green hair, Mom.
James, I always thought that he did in the beginning because he was very, very sick. And, I've never seen him that sick in like 20 years of knowing him. So I was convinced he had it. I was kind of convinced Kurt had it too, but Kurt had a flu test and it said that he had the flu.
But we still don't know.
But we still don't know.
Until the test gets done.
So, to a certain degree, I'm glad to know that, if I had known at the time, like if he had gone and he had it, I would have made him sleep in the yard.
So, there is a theory out there that it was in California in the United States before it was anywhere else. And I believe that. There were too many people sick here around me that I know that were sicker than they've ever been.
Kaya says, if you truly have antibodies, donate blood. That's exactly what my dad said when I first told my dad, Kaya. She's like, is he going to give blood?
I'm going to look into that. Kaya, can you hear me?
Kaya, can you hear me?
Kaya, can you hear me?
So, yeah, I'm glad to know because I've been in such close proximity with him that I figure I'm probably
You're definitely...
if
you're not
today
infected,
I'm all like leaning like this, all crazy.
If you're not infected, it'll be a miracle.
Yeah. He cooks for me constantly.
Okay,
so,
good.
And
I say infected loosely because you wouldn't be infected now. It's such a weird thing. I'm getting used to this.
So it's good, James, that we quarantined ourselves like we were supposed to because we possibly contained...
We took it seriously, too.
As you guys know, I still have not left my house.
Although I did work over the last couple of weeks, but I wouldn't have been contagious.
Yeah.
In theory, nobody knows.
Crazy is what it is. It's crazy.
So, and I don't want y'all to think that I'm the first person that you might know, because there's probably a lot of people around you that you just don't know about.
Yeah. Who around you was sick? If he was positive with the flu, it could have been. That's exactly what I said.
Well, that's part of the test. That's part of the information, is that it could be a SARS-related, a COVID-related antibody.
I think she might mean Kurt, though.
Oh, Kurt.
Yes.
Sorry.
If he was positive with the flu, it could have been a form of COVID, which is exactly because they weren't looking for that. So maybe to the test, it could have said it was the flu.
But Kaya, please enlighten me, or Melissa, when they test for influenza B or influenza, if you have another type of something in the family, would that show up in that test, or would that say it was a negative if you really had something else?
James, yeah, the only people's lives that we put in danger by staying home with each other's. I never get a flu shot, Janine.
I never get a flu shot either. And Kaya, I'm the same. I'm relieved if it's true. I don't even know what to say. Like, I feel like,
hey, Justin.
It's a good thing.
Yeah, I kind of feel like, oh, bye, Dad. Oh, we lost the video.
Bye, Dad. Everything's online here. Oh, and not to change the subject, but apparently there was another earthquake at 4:03 this morning that I didn't feel. Did anyone else? Janine, did you feel it? Apparently you didn't, because nobody talked about it. We saw each other this morning. But it was in Nevada, and right across from the mountains where I usually camp in Mammoth Lakes area. It's all geothermal right there, so I'm sure it was a huge earthquake. Me neither. There's conspiracy theories about the flu shot. Well, Janine, that's why I don't get it.
I mean, I've never gotten it. I don't even take medication because I don't like foreign stuff in my body, except weeds with cat pee on them in the yard, Kaya. That's why I'm more natural. I try to do natural plants and stuff. There are several tests we do before the COVID to rule out other viruses that are starting to correlate all these together.
That makes sense. And smart.
Yeah. See, I wonder about it too because, like, you know, you guys know I was worried about my grandmother because the nursing home that she was in was like a hot spot for this. And like 19 people died and a whole bunch of people got sick, but my grandmother didn't. Or at the time when it first started happening, she didn't have any symptoms and she's still fine now. So, I mean, she and I are not blood because she's my stepmom's, my mom's mother. But still, like, did you say something about families carrying the antibody? What did you say earlier? Did you say something about that? A gene or something?
I don't think I did.
I thought you said something about
that. Wasn't me. But Kaya, I'll send you all the paperwork I got so you can look over it and maybe help me. I mean, it was all pretty clear. I think I kind of got it, but I mean, I'm not a medical professional.
I'm responding to a text message on here that is not on here.
Is it about here?
Yes. We're not going to talk about it for that person.
I'm very curious. But anyway. Well, so did Kurt, Mom.
Kurt's was B, though, right?
Yeah, influenza B. So that's what made me think that the test was not inaccurate. Like, it wouldn't show influenza if it was something else. But I could be wrong. I am not a medical professional.
But what I was saying earlier was that if they haven't developed a test for it yet, could it pop a positive for something, but it's not really what that is.
Bye, Rodney. Enjoy dinner.
Bye, Rodney. Speaking of dinner, you should show everybody what you made yesterday for dinner. It was really, really good.
Oh, what did I make?
Did you? I have a picture. Do we need to show my picture?
I don't remember what I made. Oh, I have it right here. Okay. I have a picture.
Okay. Not as good as my picture, I'm sure.
Well, you show your picture first, and then I'll show my picture, and then we'll let the people be the judge.
All right. I think mine is more
snooty patootie.
I think mine is more presentation friendly.
Snooty patootie.
I'm ready once you move that chat. Move that chat. Bye, Gary.
Bye, Gary.
Thanks for tuning in.
Sorry to blow your ears out.
Screaming in the microphone.
We're not screaming in the microphone when I did the ding, ding, ding.
Oh.
So rude. That's dinner last night, everybody.
Dinner.
Can anybody guess what it is? I know we said what we were making, but
I want that again tonight for dinner. It was good.
It was actually incredibly good. Here, I'm going to show mine now.
This is before I put the chips on there. They are thinking the flu positives might have been the beginning of the COVID. See? That's what I've been saying, Kaya. But Cory's like, nope.
Well, I don't know anything.
I knew that you wouldn't like the Barbie, Sandy. I'm sorry.
So this was my plate. I put ranch on mine. Ranch. It's barbecue.
Oh, that's up close.
Barbecue tofu.
Dinner.
Dinner.
I think of you now every time I say something, Zach, with a flair like that.
It was really good, you guys. It was tofu. I took it. Hold on.
To the next level.
I took it to it was frozen, and then I drained it, and then I just tore it apart into pieces, and then I put it in a pan with a little onion, some olive oil, fried it for a while, and then added some garlic, and then put the barbecue sauce right over top of all that, and then cooked it off, and then really that was about it. It was pretty easy, and it was incredibly good.
Oh yes, potato salad too, Retta.
Yes, deviled egg potato salad.
That was so good.
Hi, Sandy.
Sandy's back.
You missed it all, but we're not repeating ourselves again. We'll call you.
And chips. We had a lot of chips, salt and vinegar chips.
And chips.
And pepper, salt and pepper chips.
Well, I had salt and pepper. I don't like salt and what is it called?
Salt and vinegar is my favorite.
I like 2 of them, and then I can't do it anymore.
Did you take 2?
It was really good, you guys. If you get a chance, try that as a tofu dish. The barbecue sauce covers up everything.
I have tried jackfruit, Jess, and I have mixed emotions on it. It's kind of weird.
Jackfruit barbecue?
Yeah, I've had that before. It's strange.
That's interesting. I've had jackfruit too, and I don't mind it.
The texture is little... I don't know.
Is it hot? Like you heat it?
Yeah.
I don't know about hot jackfruit.
Well, you're supposed to. It's like a meat substitute.
I mean, I've had jackfruit not hot. What?
I don't know. It just sounded funny. James, it looked good till you said tofu.
Don't judge it, James. Don't judge it until you try it.
James, the tofu is really good. I highly suggest it. It's very what's the word I'm looking for to do a bunch of things with it?
It's versatile.
Versatile.
Really, James, if you're gonna even venture into the tofu area, that's the first one I would try.
The brick.
It really is. That the barbecue sauce really disguises everything, but the tofu,
Sweet Baby Ray's.
if you freeze it, it actually has a lot of really good texture.
See, I've had like the pulled pork jackfruit kind, and I think I don't know. I don't know. It was weirdly fibrous for me or something weird. I don't know. Maybe I got an off-brand.
Dollar store jackfruit.
Dollar store jackfruit, probably. Knowing me.
What are we at here? I'm not necessarily...
Sandy said tofu grows man moves. Maybe that's my problem right now during this quarantine.
I think that's a wives' tale. I mean, there's some definite fact to the fact that it does raise estrogen levels in some way, shape, or form, but we don't eat it like twice a day.
You can warm jackfruit, but it's fine cold. See, I think I had it cold. Maybe that's what weirded me out.
Tofu is soybeans.
Yep.
It's like soy. I don't know if it's soybeans, but it's a soy product. I honestly don't know how it's made.
Sweet Baby Ray's is the best. Saves many horribleness like tofu. I think that's what we're having tonight, Justin. Is that what we're having tonight? Salmon?
No, salmon. We're having salmon this evening. We have to eat it.
Crap.
Get over it, girl.
It's just... I don't like it when it's in that form, slab form.
Well, I'll make pasta and then put the seafood on top of the salmon on top of the pasta.
Are you going to take the gray chunks off the back, though?
I take as much off as I can, but it's never enough for you.
Gross.
Sprouted organic tofu is the way to go.
That's the name of my new brand. Elizabeth says dollar store jackfruit.
Yeah, exactly.
Sprouted organic tofu.
Yeah, I'm not familiar. You'll have to share that with me.
Does it have sprouts in it?
What I'm usually getting is like I have been getting it at Smart and Final lately because they have a double pack.
Sandy, you're allergic to everything.
The squares are smaller than in the regular pack, and so we can each have one, and it's usually fine. We don't have to like cook a whole bunch. We can save the rest, and it's $1.99. It's super inexpensive.
Cory was trying to get away with making one sandwich for us each last night, and I was like, no.
You made me make 2 each.
I need 2.
And then we were totally like sick.
Oh my God, I wanted to puke afterwards, but it was so good I couldn't stop eating it.
Kaya, the first time I made it, I did broil it or bake it. And it was okay. It was a lot of work though. I mean, it was like it took twice as long to make the same dish. And honestly, I thought the flavor was a lot the same.
Oh, she's talking about broiling the salmon.
Oh, broiling salmon. Yes, I can broil salmon, and it just heats up the house.
We'll have to check that out, Janine. Bye, Zach.
Bye, Zach.
Thanks for watching. And also, it'll be good when we're back in the office. You can flip each other off all day.
I love bean sprouts. Sorry, I saw sprouts, and it made me think of like good old bean sprouts or alfalfa sprouts. Yum, yum, yum. We don't have enough of those.
I could grow some. Ew.
That's what your lips look like in the. All right.
So Elizabeth is going to
what are we
be
doing?
tomorrow, everybody.
Yes. Thanks again, Elizabeth.
Zach. Yeah, I don't. Sandy, please, if you do try to make tofu with almond milk, will you please videotape that for us?
Interesting red pill. Almond milk, but I'm a tragic chef. I'm not 100% sure what that all meant. Sandy.
Red pill is Ross, so he's saying interesting.
No, I got that part.
Oh, well, Ross said earlier you might not have read it, but you can.
I missed that part.
You can make tofu with almond milk.
Oh, I missed that, and I would love to know how to do that.
I like wheatgrass juice too. That's good. I actually used to buy pallets of wheatgrass for my tortoises every week. Pallets? Maybe that's not what I'm. A tray.
Yeah, I mean,
it was like a tray, like a 2x2 tray.
You built the picture.
And
mental
then
picture.
They moved away. It will be a comedy. I know, Sandy. That's why I want you to record it. Bean sprouts are great. I put a fish tank. I really should start growing plants out of the tops of my fish tanks. I mean, good Lord. I got enough of them.
Nitrogen. You got enough.
Yeah, that's for sure.
All right. I feel like it's drawn to a close here.
We are at 1 hour and 18 minutes right now. Yes, we look forward to seeing you too, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you. And
yes.
I'm so sorry that we bumped you.
Yes.
But
that means you're famous now, Elizabeth.
Yeah, you're holding the show tomorrow.
You know, only famous people, get bumped to the next day for news. We definitely want to make sure that, you got your time and we're not overshadowed by this business.
Yeah, it just didn't feel right.
See, I also feel like that would happen, Justin.
I didn't think about that.
Because fish do love roots. Yes.
Of course it would.
My chickens, I grow this.
It's like cucumbers to them.
Yeah, I grow this, like it's a duckweed kind of, but it's a bigger leaf on top of my pond out there. And the girls have discovered it and have eaten nearly all of it. So all of that I took out of your tank, I put outside and in the tortoise pond, and they ate all of it. You missed the crow, James.
No, you missed him. He was kind of early today.
Calling the crow. Janine, can you beckon the crow? Everybody wants to hear the crow again.
I'm going to have to go put a audio recorder in front of the crow so we can, when the crow's not around,
we should put a video
we
out
can
there.
Actually have the crow on.
We should put a video out there so when if he crows, does he flap when he crows, Janine?
Janine, oh, that's a good question because I think he probably does.
When he's crowing out there.
He's in full crow mode.
I do love sprouts too.
Janine, I want to do a little camera feed over there. So let's talk about how you guys can come up with a family if you want the kids to be on. Do whatever you do. Do a musical act. Do a trampoline act.
Oh, the trampoline is fun.
Something. I'll figure out how to get the camera over there if you want to do that.
Oh,
yay!
There he is. Thank you, Crow. Sprouting does have nutritional benefits. I have heard that. Cory, next up in the kitchen, sprouts on the counters.
I love sprouts. Absolutely.
I get some chia pet seeds. Are those the same thing?
I don't see them in the stores, though, you guys. I mean, is it just me? Because I think I'd buy them if I actually saw them, but I don't see them when I'm going up and down the aisle or the produce area.
Yes, Janine, I would like actually for you guys to be on so everybody can see you guys and how fun you are.
Yeah, let's come up with a concept that works for you guys. I think it'll be a lot of fun.
Maybe Jules will write you guys a little script.
Maybe. Find that talent, or maybe that talent's already there.
I feel like Jules can write the script, and then Jade can play the recorder. You should, Justin. They're very good. I love sprouts.
Well, there's all different kinds of sprouts.
Yes.
There's radish sprouts.
There's the
bean
store sprouts.
There's the store sprouts. Alfalfa sprouts, which got a bad rap for a while with the whole, what they like tied to
Salmonella
cancer or something. I don't know. I can't remember. I'm speaking without knowing.
Elizabeth thought it was an actual crow. It is very realistic. I'm
surprised. You never know in this house.
This is true.
Elizabeth.
This is true.
In fact,
I've had pigeons, and
we've never had a crow, have we?
No, unfortunately.
That's the one. I would love to have a crow pet.
I know.
I watched a magpie video on Facebook the other day, and I fell in love. I want one.
They can learn to talk too. Sprouts are by the roots. There was an actual crow just out the window.
You never know.
Well, the funny thing is, Kurt, he has a skylight in his apartment because he's on the second floor. But the crows have been hanging out on his roof. But they hang out like right there by the skylight, and no, it wasn't Sandy. It was James, our neighbor.
Yeah, the neighbor. He's become very consistent. We love it.
I wonder what the girls do when they hear that, because they definitely run when.
Oh, I didn't think about
that. The girls do run when they see a crow. They're probably like, ah!
Yeah, I heard a hawk today, or we both did, and I ran out to go like check on the chickens, and the chickens had run under a tree, and I didn't see the hawk. It must have passed over, but the chickens saw me, and they ran out to come to me, and I thought, oh no, stay there. Like, oh my gosh, I didn't come. I came out to help you. Like, don't get eaten.
I know where they live. They live down like 3 houses down on that point down here. Don't worry, Elizabeth. I did too until. Your whole life is a lie, Ross. There you go. Bird impersonator.
We shouldn't have said anything. We should have kept it like it's a real crow.
Tomorrow I would like
His
to
name's
hear.
James.
Tomorrow I would like to hear the kookaburra. We'll see if we can try different. It's like. Pat, do you eat bean sprouts? Did she say she likes bean sprouts?
I don't know. Mom,
she did.
Do you like...
She did. She said she liked bean sprouts on a cold meat sandwich.
Okay. I thought I've had them at your house, Mom, at some point.
I would love a crow named James. Wait. Yes. I said that right.
Eagles? Oh, that's right. You don't live here in
to
California.
Big lakes. Oh,
although
cool.
we do have eagles, but they're rare.
Yeah.
How cool.
Justin's in Kansas.
That is the photo. That's my bucket list photo.
An eagle?
An eagle.
If you go to Maine, you can see a bald eagle there.
I have every other bird pretty much that lives in this area, but I don't have a golden eagle or a bald eagle.
What's the eagle picture you have where you took the...
That's a hawk. That was a red-tailed hawk.
Oh. In case you guys wonder what that means, he took like a progression picture and then merged them all together. So it was like a hawk flying like this.
I could probably find it real
but
quick.
He understands my language. We lived together for a long time.
Yeah, I'm not even going to look for it. I'll slow everything down.
A talking raven would be really cool.
We had a raven that was in the chat. She's probably gone by now.
Raven, are you still here? Raven, hello? I have crows tattooed on my chest, actually. I love crows.
Take it off, Derrol.
And I've always... Can we...
So...
Sandy actually has this matching tattoo with me.
Yeah, I remember that.
Everybody. Sandy, tattoo. Mine's on both sides, though. Sandy's is only on one. We have that, too. We live with him. Oh, cool, James.
Nice.
What bird did you take at my house? Did you take a bird at Kaya's house? You took a picture of a bird at her house?
Quail.
Oh, the quail, yeah.
I don't remember Kaya.
Ooh, barred owls. I love owls. Apparently, we have an owl that lives out here.
Yeah.
The crow,
huge screeching owl.
The crow next door has seen it. I have not seen it though.
Kaya, I think you had a
There's
hawk.
Raven. Raven's a talking raven.
Ah. Hi, Raven.
Oh, I do like them rapping at my chamber door.
Kaya, I think it was a hawk that was in the sky at one point. You do have hawks out there.
And apparently large catfish in the canal.
Very large catfish and Plecostomus.
Plecostomus.
Oh my gosh.
Bigger than mine?
You want way bigger. Cool. We're talking like 5-6 feet long.
Cool. Yeah.
In the canals out there.
They get huge.
They're enormous.
Ooh, I want to see a Plecostomus that's that big. That would be so fun.
They're not hard to spot. You can go
sure mine are
sit on
get
the canal and find a couple of them.
I'll have to go with you sometime. If we can ever find anybody to watch the farm.
Well, going to Phoenix is a little different than going to Maine.
We
can be back and forth in a couple days.
We cannot leave the house though without an attendance. I mean, some of my terrariums need to be misted twice a day.
Kurt?
Kurt's not here. Where's my boyfriend?
Kurt can watch the place.
Kurt can move in. Oh, he might divorce me after that.
I kind of agree.
Ooh, I like kites too. Those are cool. I would really love to have an owl living around here. That would be awesome. You know, not just for the pellets.
We get goosenecks? No. Shit.
Gooseneck barnacles.
Forget I said anything.
We get a lot
of grosbeaks.
Grosbeaks. We haven't had grosbeaks for a while though.
Not at this location, but just down the street we did. Grosbeaks,
Munia finches,
which is a
spice finch that has
spice finches, goldfinches, house finches.
Well, speaking of which, Shanna messaged me today, my sister, about a stunned goldfinch. I wonder how that's doing today.
What are the ones that eat nectar?
Hummingbird?
Orioles. We have lots of hummingbirds right now in the front yard.
My sister's been Placoste calling me what? The suckerfish, Ross. The flat ones.
Ross, that was my face for you.
Ew. No, it's like this. It's a suckerfish.
Oh my god, it catches rabbits?
Oh my god, that's terrible.
I guess I've seen rabbits in your yard.
Yeah. Ooh, lots of wild turkeys. Cool.
Wild turkeys. I love wild turkeys. I'm scared of them actually, but
you're scared of wild turkeys?
Oh my god, I think they would chase me.
You know you're bigger than a wild turkey, right?
Yeah, but they have claws and stuff.
I think it'd be cool to have one as a pet, but they're a little messy. Yeah. See, I couldn't do the whole feeding it rodents and stuff. I love rats and mice too much. I actually today's all about my tattoos. On my side right here is my rat tattooed porcelain.
One of these days, everybody, we're gonna have a Derrol show off his tattoos day.
I'm gonna have to jump rope next door with the crow a lot more.
If you want that, please like this video.
If you guys can get 1,000 subscribers,
if we hit 100,000 likes, Derrol will take off his shirt.
Oh my god.
If we hit 200,000 likes, Cory might take off his shirt.
Oh my god.
But he doesn't guarantee that.
That'll be 500,000 likes.
That's going to be like 300,000 likes. Did you say 500,000?
I did.
Oh, sorry.
You just underbid yourself.
I didn't mean to underbid.
They are little dinosaurs. My girls are little dinosaurs. They leave tiny little dinosaur footprints when they walk around. You stole the words out of my mouth, Cory. I love wild turkeys too.
Oh, did you say footprints? What to get Brenton on?
Oh, right.
Yeah, we need to get him as a guest too someday.
If Kurt had his way, you guys, I'd have a turkey as well. The day that I bought the girls, he's like, "Let's get a turkey," and I'm like, "No, that's too much. That's too big." Oh shoot!
It's so loud.
Oh, the other room is still on too.
Derrol and his alarms. I swear. I guess it's good he's organized that way, but they're loud.
Are you talking smack?
Oh, you sent me a picture, Mama. Where's my phone?
Ugh. See, Cory, you need to set those for when you're responsible for putting the girls to bed so you don't fall asleep.
My phone's not... Hold on, let me close everything. Okay.
Pardon me.
Oh, is that my picture, Mom? Why? Oh, I do remember taking this, actually. I mean, I do and I don't. I take a lot of pictures. That's the one I think that my mom and my sister were referring to. That, I would say, is a red-tailed hawk. No?
I don't know.
It's not a Swanson's.
It looks scraggly.
Well,
is it a juvenile?
Regardless of how old it is.
Well, juveniles have a little different coloration. Like, it's different.
I mean, I'm not familiar with the hawks.
Bye, Jess.
Bye, Jess. I'm not familiar with the hawks in Arizona. But I would think they'd be somewhat the same.
I would love to have a guinea hen too, Justin.
Thanks, Mom.
But a guinea hens are way too loud. Even my girls sometimes are too loud. I'm like, hey, keep it down out there. You're chickens. You shouldn't be quite so vocal.
They're very, very vocal.
Did you hear Charlie? She started doing a new thing when she lays an egg. The little squeal.
I heard it today.
Yep. Cory takes pretty good pictures, right? I'm sure it doesn't have mange, James, but I think it's probably molting. But right, it looks scraggly. It totally looks scraggly. I couldn't really tell what it was, honestly. I mean, I have to see like a frontal.
I don't think a falcon and a hawk are the same.
I'm bad at hawk.
But I mean, again, I'm not a, what do you call a person who deals with birds?
Ornithologist?
I'm not an ornithologist. I think that's
I'm good with parrots.
Right? Here, let's look that up. Falcon versus hawk.
Dun, 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 dun. Where's that sound effect?
That's Jeopardy.
Guinea hens do like to wander. My dad has some guinea hens that live up near his land.
Hawks have a smoother beak compared to falcons, which are known to have an angular beak, which they use for killing their prey. Hawks are slower compared to falcons, and hawks have an average size that is average over falcons. And I read that straight off of Wikipedia.
A falcon is a type of hawk, Sandy says. Only falcon I know is from Star Fox, Red Pill says. I don't know what Star Fox is. On tomorrow's episode, we're going to discuss hawks like we did with the trees. Oh, your mom raises parrots, Elizabeth?
Oh,
I've hand-raised.
That's cool. What
I've
kind of
hand-raised
parrots?
tons of parrots. And kookaburras and lories and... I know, Sandy. I was thinking the same thing. Like Wikipedia.
What's the first thing that popped up? It's a
Wikipedia
live
is
show.
not trustworthy.
It's a live show. Give me a break. I didn't have time to do some research. Is it time?
We're now at oh, hey, Daniel. Daniel joined too. I didn't see he had joined. Hello.
Hi, Daniel.
Yeah, I guess we're at like an hour and 34 minutes now. Oh, it's a game. That's why I don't know. I'm not hip to the games.
You're hip to be square.
I am definitely square. With a little offshoot. Whatever that means. Oh, cockatiels. I love cockatiels. They're so cute. Kurt and I recently went to a pet store to get some chicken grit. And there was a little cockatiel in there. And I fell in love. And I was like, oh my God, we have to get out of here immediately. Oh, she was the bird lady around these parts. I used to work in Bird Crazy in Claremont. I don't know if you guys remember that when I first moved here. Good night, Sandy. Sorry about the Barbies. I knew if you were on, you'd hate them.
Good night.
I think we're good nighting as well.
All right, everybody.
You have to cook that salmon and pick all the gray stuff off it.
All right, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you for joining in. Tomorrow,
Thanks for listening. Thank you, Elizabeth.
Tomorrow, Elizabeth will be here for sure.
Tomorrow for sure.
Thank you, Elizabeth, for understanding.
And yeah.
Good night, Jeff. And yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know what to say.
We're still here.
What a weird day.
Ew, my bingo wings.
Lots of feelings and emotions.
Good night,
all right,
Angela.
everybody.
Oh, you had Canadian geese, Justin? Lucky.
Good night, Gerald.
Good night, Gerald. I want a big black swan. He's a bossy eater. I am. I don't like that.
Yeah. Oh my God. You have
Gross.
No idea.
Bye, Raven. Thank you for tuning in.
Bye, Raven.
Next time I'm going to crash you guys'
Love you.
FaceTime so I can say hi. Jason Zellers, if you're still watching, goodbye.
Oh, Jason was on?
Well, didn't you say he was watching it? Oh. Sorry.
I'm like, I didn't see Jason. I would have said hello.
Raven and Jason, because you said Raven and Jason in my mind.
Oh, Jason is Raven's roommate.
I know. I automatically thought Jason Zellers for some reason. Sorry.
Bye, Jason.
Bye, Jason.
I'm like, Jason Zellers is on? What? All right, everybody.
Bye,
love
Kaya.
you all. Bye, Kaya. Love you.
Bye, everybody. Bye, Ross. Bye, anybody who we have forgotten. I always feel terrible, and I think about it later. Like,
I know. When you start naming everybody, you either have to name everybody.
That's right. Justin gets his puppy tomorrow.
How cool.
Yes, you'll have to send me pictures,
Please,
Justin,
yeah,
so
share
we
with
can-
us,
we can
please.
share you with your puppy so everybody can see ya.
All right. Is there anybody else you'd like to name before we sign off?
I don't know. I think we got most everybody.
If Derrol didn't name you, please
James.
write him a nasty letter.
Yes. Drop it in the comments below.
All right, everyone. Thank you.
All right. Bye, guys.
Ciao.